Hello, and welcome to BOIImpact, where weekly we showcase innovation, sustainability, and the transformative power of development finance. I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. As we count down to World Environment Day on June 5th, BOIImpact is dedicating this entire month of June to highlighting how the Bank of Industry is driving climate-positive change around the country. As climate finance is one of its key thematic areas, the bank supports businesses that champion sustainability, reduce carbon emissions, and invest in Nigeria's green future. In this episode, we feature two standout initiatives: Justrite Limited, which is integrating solar power into its retail operations, and Arnergy, a clean energy company expanding access to reliable solar solutions across the country. Let's begin with Justrite Limited. Established in 2001, Justrite has grown into one of Nigeria's fastest growing indigenous retail brands, committing to delivering seamless shopping experiences at affordable prices. With outlets across the southwest, including Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, and Osun states, Justrite brings quality product directly to underserved, densely populated communities. It targets middle-income earners, often overlooked by larger retail chains. Justrite, a long-standing customer of the Bank of Industry, secured a facility in 2021 to expand its bakery operations with new plants and machinery. Now, in a bold sustainability move, the company is deploying solar panel systems across 10 of its retail locations, including existing stores in Lagos and Ogun, as well as new outlets under construction in Lagos and Oyo. Employing over 1,500 staff, Justrite continues to contribute to Nigeria's economic development through job creation and cleaner energy use. Justrite's shift to clean renewable energy is designed to reduce both operational costs and carbon emissions while minimizing its reliance on diesel-powered generators. The BOIImpact team spoke with the company's chairman, Dr. Ayodele Aderinwale, who shared more on this transition.
Justrite deliberately came into the market to attend to underserved, largely ignored segment of the population, particularly those that are said not to be in the main urban areas. If you're not in the where you have the Ikejas, the Ikoyis, the Victoria Island, and the rest of them. The thing is that in the days past, most of the big box retailers don't reckon with this segment of the population for whatever reasons and consideration. So we came to fill that huge gap, and with a clear mission: make it available, make it affordable. So for us, availability and affordability are the watchwords. We are currently in 4 states in southwestern Nigeria. It's Lagos State, Ogun State, Oyo State, and Osun State. First and foremost, the biggest form of waste that we generate are discarded cartons. And what we'll do is to recycle those cartons. We get our waste vendors to come. Specifically, they take it to a waste recycling plant and they make them into corrugated cartons, again, for further reuse within society. And secondly, even in terms of the waste in itself, right now we have migrated to using this 40-micron plastic bag that are better in terms of biodegradability in the first instance. Okay, that's that. And we also make sure that in terms of our effluents and the rest of it, we're using biodigesters, again, to reduce the level of environmental pollution or even negative impact on society. And again, perhaps our biggest is in terms of carbon emission. For us, we need to have electricity 24 hours every day. So for that reason, we have moved now into using solar. As we speak today, 15 of our stores are powered by solar. What we are trying to even do right now is to encourage people to use a reusable bag so that you can continuously bring the bag back to the store in itself. The issue of the campaign about customer sensitization is ongoing in the store. We have the radio jingles in the in-store program playing regularly and trying to encourage people to be mindful of the environment.
Through the Bank of Industry's climate finance support, Justrite is not only cutting energy costs, it's also making a bold statement in favor of climate responsibility and energy efficiency.
When we started Justrite, it was a mom and pop store. It was responding to a particular gap in Ota then. Even then, small as we were heavily reliant on technology. Even as a mom and pop store, we had a software that was serving more or less like our ERP. From then on, we had always powered the organization by ERP. Expensive, no doubt, but without that investment in ICT, we could not have been able to do some of the things we're doing that really puts us in control of our inventory and enables us to manage, and also gives us the data analytics that we need. If you want to stay in the game, emphasis will be on how to cut costs, to reduce it to the barest minimum. Is what led us to come to BOI and say, listen guys, can you help us? We would like to use solar because it will make our cost of energy drop. And if it makes our cost of energy drop, we will be able to at least say we are running profitable business. It has been hugely impactful and beneficial. And the truth to tell is that the fellows in BOI, as far as I can say from my experience, are really top of the line professionals. They're very professional in their engagement. They've been above drawer and they've been top drawer quality, and they've shown passion and commitment without any other expectation other than I need to do what I need to do. That's level one. Level two, in terms of the facilities they've given us, has been hugely impactful. I told you about their investment in solar, and also they assisted us in dealing with our food section, the bakery and all of that. That also helped us immensely, and that has really impacted favorably on our operations. I can tell you that as at last year, we had 1,850 employees directly on our payroll, excluding security men and cleaners. That's level one. Level two, if you look at the supply chain, there's a lot of local suppliers that we are onboarding. Whether the guys making popcorn, the fellows selling chin-chin, groundnut, cashew nut, so many products, soaps, all manners of things are being produced locally. You know, it's one thing to produce, it's another thing to have an established route to the market. What we provide them is a route to the market, and the more we buy from them, the more people they employ. In terms of plan for expansion, we're hoping to continue to roll out, first and foremost, all across southwestern Nigeria, to be able to go to the other states in southwestern Nigeria. Two, also to expand our footprints in different parts of Lagos State, Ogun State, Osun State, as it were. And then we also want to be able to now grow other channels. One major area we are working on is the butchery and the fresh division to do this. That's also one area we've been discussing with BOI. Again, that will open another vista in terms of employment opportunities and possibilities there. At the same time, we are hoping that several of our other stores can also be on solar, can be powered by solar, so that again, you know, because of the need for us to have electricity 24 hours, we need to have alternative sources of energy. And the thing that makes common sense in terms of contribution to society, sustainability, and the whole challenge of climate change is to go solar. And that's why we are also hoping that BOI as a DFI will be able to assist us in that respect. We remain immensely grateful to the management and the leadership of the Bank of Industry. And like I said, I hold myself out there as one of the chief marketing officers for BOI. In my experience and engagement with the officials of the BOI, they have been above drawer in their conduct, in their behavior, and in the handling and processing of application. And of course, by extension, one remains eternally grateful to the federal government of Nigeria for giving BOI the space to do what it is doing, to improve and to assist the Nigerian private sector.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
In 2020, we approached BOI to access funds, and we did our part. BOI did their own part. And aside from that, as a female-owned business, we know BOI has a gender desk. And so it wasn't just about providing us with the funds. They've also, we've had access to advisory. We've had access to a network of off-takers as well as mentoring. So it's been a good ride so far. BOI has been quite supportive. We wouldn't be here without them. So when we started out, we had just one recycling machine that had a daily capacity of about 3,000 kg. So we realized quite quickly that if we were to meet the demand and also grow, we had to increase our recycling capacity. So one of the things BOI has helped us achieve is to increase our capacity in terms of the recycling line. And also, you know, obviously when you have a new equipment, that also means that you have to employ more people, and that wouldn't have been possible if we don't have the support of BOI.
As the world shifts towards a cleaner energy future, one Nigerian company is leading the way. Arnergy is one of Nigeria's foremost renewable energy solutions providers, revolutionizing sustainable energy use and digitizing rural communities with off-grid solar power. Dedicated to powering productivity, Arnergy designs and deploys clean energy systems that serve small businesses, industries, and underserved communities, delivering both economic opportunity and environmental impact. With critical support from the Bank of Industry, Arnergy received the financial backing needed to scale the production of solar panels and inverters, significantly increasing access to affordable, reliable energy nationwide. The Bank of Industry's support for renewable energy dates back to 2011, when it partnered with the United Nations Development Programme to launch the Access to Renewable Energy project. This later evolved into the Solar Energy Programme focused on rural electrification through solar power. One of its key beneficiaries is Arnergy, a clean energy company delivering reliable solar power to businesses and communities. Arnergy's early participation in BOI UNDP's rural pilot projects laid the foundation for its growth, bringing clean, reliable energy to underserved communities across all 6 geopolitical zones. Femi Adeyemo, founder and CEO of Arnergy, highlighted the company's journey and the vision behind its mission.
2013 August, that was when we started, incorporated, and by 2014 January we started deploying systems. So between then and now, it's been an interesting journey in the sense that what we set out to do in 2013, I would say that we've done okay. We probably were a bit ahead of the market, but excited to say that the market is catching up and the sector is now ready to go mainstream. Definitely solar is the ubiquitous form of energy that Nigeria needs to still explore more. We're getting there now. Because gone are the days when Nigerians thought solar cannot power a refrigerator or air conditioner. But now Nigerians knows that indeed you can power a whole town if you want with solar. So solar is it in Nigeria. Biomass might have some potential if there is feedstock close to where the generation needs to happen. But I mean, as much as I'm an advocate of renewables, definitely as a Nigerian, we need to maximize what gas can do. So I'm an advocate of the right energy mix because we have gas locally, and solar can take us there on the industrial aspect. But when you're talking about the SME, residential homes, hey, rooftop solar. There should be a rooftop revolution in Nigeria where every homes, be it in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, cities in Akwa Ibom, and other states, because I mean, people always ask, which of course, I mean, that was maybe 3-4 years ago, now it's getting better. What happened when there is rain? I mean, we have deployments in Port Harcourt, Eket. I mean, those are places, especially Port Harcourt, by Elsa State, you hardly get sun, but solar had moved beyond, does it have to be sunning before it can generate power?
With continued BOI support, Arnergy is scaling production of solar panels and inverters, powering a greener, more resilient future for Nigeria.
Arnergy story cannot be said without the great impact that the Bank of Industry had on us. I believe that the first time that we had any interaction with Bank of Industry was in 2014 October. I think it's important to say that I had no godfather and we were able to get into Bank of Industry. So we got into Bank of Industry, started the relationship. Our first debt capital with Bank of Industry was in 2015. It was a long-term debt. So, very recently, we've gone back to Bank of Industry because we have good history, right, with Bank of Industry. And we have a new assembly line at Ilupeju that if not for the support that we got from Bank of Industry, we probably would not have dreamed that big. We deploy systems across the country for businesses, for homes. Anything that we can do locally, we do today. Any raw materials we can get locally, we get today. And all of those that would not have been possible without the support of Bank of Industry. Even some players, even some foreign partners ask us, how are you able to get debt at this rate in Naira? And we say, okay, our secret sauce is because we have a giant that we've been able to more or less rest on their shoulder, and that's Bank of Industry. Because, again, of what we've been able to achieve with Bank of Industries, we've now been able to have assembly locally, and even some manufacturing. We've been able to hire young Nigerians that are software engineers, that are also hardware engineers. That has enabled us to be able to provide our solutions to mini-grid developers. So instead of us going to develop or build mini-grid, we more or less move upstream because of the capability that we've been able to build to then say, instead of going to China or India, mini-grid developers can come to us, take systems fully tested, fully assembled, that they can monitor remotely, and that they can also shut down because of the technology that young Nigerians, mostly under 30, have been able to build. Anything that we can do locally, we do locally. So for instance, the blue box that houses our system, that is manufactured just 5 kilometers away from it. So, a lot of Nigerians do not understand, and they don't realize that this is local. We have some certificates. So the Standard Organization of Nigeria, they visited our factory, several times. So for each of those boxes, you see the seal of Made in Nigeria. And again, for this product, before we finalize this product, the best engineers in the world. And some of those are PhD holders in electrical electronics. Some of them are professors in the best electrical engineering faculties in the world. We've been able to also develop the technology that can make the system. At our Network Operations Center, you can see all of our customers, wherever they are, in Nigeria, the ones that are outside Nigeria and some other African countries, you see everything. And it's also that technology that has been able to help us to provide leases to customers. Of course, leveraging Bank of Industry, long-term leases is possible because we've been able to unlock long-term capital to do that. So 2017, we then put together a product paper with working with the Solar Energy Group, put together a product paper, and Bank of Industry then became the first corporate organization, I believe, in Nigeria that were providing long-term leasing for their staff. So I've lost count of how many Bank of Industry staff that we've powered their homes. So that's also Bank of Industry walking the talk. Apart from that, Bank of Industry branches, either from the security, the surveillance that we've powered. Recently, some hubs that Bank of Industry supports that we've also powered. So, indeed, Bank of Industry has really supported us to be able to make those happen. Also, referring a lot of BOI customers that used to be on diesel, struggling to probably run a sustainable business because of diesel. Bank of Industry, you know what? Why don't you consider solar? So they've also referred a lot of customers to us. And for all of that, we can't be more grateful.
And for the bank's leadership, the message is clear. Empowering Nigerian manufacturers is key to sustainable development, in line with Nigeria's goals and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Here's Dr. Olashipo Olusi, Managing Director and CEO of the Bank of Industry, reaffirming the bank's commitment to investing in clean local solutions.
One of the primary drivers of our development strategy at the Bank of Industry to accelerate the industrialization of the Nigerian economy by providing financing and capacity building solutions to environmental friendly and sustainable projects. That is why we have identified climate and sustainability as one of the 6 thematic areas in our corporate strategy to catalyze our development interventions towards addressing climate-related opportunities and risks in Nigeria.
From energy-efficient retail outlets to solar-powered rural solutions, these BOI-backed initiatives show how finance can be a powerful force for environmental change. As World Environment Day approaches, we're reminded that protecting our planet requires deliberate, sustained action and the right kind of support. To learn more about accessing BOI support, visit any of our offices nationwide. You can also log on to our website, www.boi.ng, or follow us on our social media platforms. To rewatch this episode or catch up on past editions, go to YouTube and search for Bank of Industry Limited Nigeria. Thank you for joining us on BOIImpact. Until next time, keep championing change and protecting our planet. I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. Thanks for watching.